I created this hyper glam look with the gorgeous Isabella Cicceri, who is one of my favourite faces, beautiful with and without makeup. I started with the Dior Hydrolife 2-in-1 sorbet water, which is the perfect toner to cleanse, smooth and repair the skin before moisturiser. And for that, I'm using the Dior La Creme Prestige. I want this moisturiser to be quite rich because ultimately the skin will be quite matte, so I'm going in with a moisturiser, massaging that in to make sure that the skin feels supple and plump and ready for makeup. I finished by moisturising the lips using the Clé de Peau lip balm, and we're ready for concealer. I'm using the Pat McGrath Sublime Skin Concealer, which mimics the hydration I've just applied with all of the moisturiser. It's a really silky formula, beautiful for around the eyes, as it's very hydrating but gives good coverage. Once I'm happy with my placement, I go in with a very special brush. I'm giving you guys a sneak peek of an upcoming brush from my Kitco. This is my Flat Multi. It's a synthetic brush which I know I'll be using a lot of, and I know that you guys will love it. It has a very fluffy, flat-shaped tip, which is perfect for blending out the concealer. For foundation, I'm using the Dior Forever Skin Glow, applying that with the My Kitco 0.22, my Flawless Face Medium. This is pretty much a go-to brush of mine because it can take me anywhere from a sheer, gorgeous, glowing skin to something a little bit more covering. For underneath the eyes, I'm using the One Size translucent powder, applying that with a sponge. I want this face to feel very cashmere and velvety. Moving on to contouring, I'm using another sneak peek brush from my Kitco. This is my Feathered Contour, and I'm teaming that with the Pink Honey BFF Face Frosting in shade Peanut Butter. I'm obsessing over this product at the moment. It's a pot of contour cream that you can use anywhere to sculpt the skin, eyes, jawbone. I'm switching out to the My Kitco 0.4 just to add that little bit more dimension and to finish off my contoured look. Using the same cream contour, I'm about to contour the nose using the My Kitco 0.16, my smoothing concealer. This is a great little brush for painting on precision contouring. I've never been afraid to apply powder on top of cream as long as you don't go too heavy with the cream base. It acts as a perfect base for your blown out beauty look. I'm applying that same cream colour brown underneath the eyes to finish with the My Kitco 1.16, which is a great little smudging brush to keep the precision there, before moving on to the 1.31, my On Point blender, which is a great finishing tool when you just want to add that little pointed finesse. I wanted to keep all of the shadows very matte, so I'm applying a very neutral bone shade just underneath the brow to give me a brightened, lifted arch. I give the eyes one final blend with a fluffy brush before moving on to the brows. And for that, I'm using an indie brand called Brows by Sarah. She's based here in Manchester, and she's just launched these incredible brow pencils, which are super fine. You can see how easily they fill in the brow, and the shade is perfect too. And now it's time for my favourite part, eyeliner. I'm using the My Kitco 1.22, my Feliner, which is my go-to brush when I want a very fine line. You can see that I start by giving the lid a little bit of pressure so I can get really snug to the lash line before using this super fine synthetic brush to give me that perfect wing. For liner, I'm using the gel liner by Inglot, which I'm finding is my go-to at the moment. It's jet black and really creamy, and it blends for days. I just wanted Isabella's eyes to look really almost Hollywood cinematic perfect. For mascara, I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I'm applying that on the lower lashes with the My Kitco 1.25, my lash groomer, which I really love to take my time with to get those lashes looking perfect. The false lash is the Corner Lash by Ekin-Su Be Perfect. It's a limited edition lash, and I love how alluring and sexy it looks. Isabella has the most stunning natural lips, which I'm just going to enhance using the Morphe lip line in Sweet Tea. I'm blending that a little bit through to contour the centre of the lips, and I'm smudging that in with a My Kitco brush. This is a really interesting brush. It's the 3.2 Buff and Blur, which I love. It's a synthetic fluffy lip brush, which I've never seen from any other brand, and I like to smudge in the lip liner before applying the Kylie Cosmetics Matte Lipstick in Exposed. I wanted to keep this makeup really glam and tonal, but with a bit of an edge, and at this point, I'm getting total Angelina Jolie vibes. And to finish, I'm using the LH Cosmetics Duo Dimension palette in shade Element just to add a pop of colour to Isabella's cheeks, applying that with the My Kiko 0.27 brush. And here's the finished look with the gorgeous Isabella, who made my job so easy. Such a pleasure. Thanks for watching, guys.